Uh, Training. Let me see. I'll make a couple of these spells. I'll try some different abilities. Cost has to be 1. That's the important part. Okay, we spell 1 to 5 points on stuff. Right. The reason I want to make a couple is I don't know which one is going to be the best. Can we even make a couple? We could do the same thing with illusion, but I don't want to. Really, soul trap, telekinesis. That might be a good one. I want to have passive abilities. Something that I can't target against others. So let's check our mysticism. 87%. We have 2 training spells. They should be the same. Okay, 87. We'll have to wait until the fatigue
restores. Do you want
restores.
something? Such useless creatures.
I think we can get 100% success rate.
May I help you?
No, thank you. I'm fine. I think we got 3 points. What about with this? Four points. Is this again 3 points or 4? These 3. It looks like this spell is better for leveling up. I want to test this again. We're starting at 0. So 3, 6, 9, 13, 16, 19. So I think they're basically the same. But I don't want to have 2. It makes no sense. So we'll delete the other one. And this is how you train a mage skill. It doesn't really matter. Most of the schools of spells are exactly the same. And
what of that? Why do you disturb me?
I dislike this, but we need some magic skill to be very high. Enchantment would have been another option, but it's not the main skill really. and it's probably much harder to level up. Even with this, it's going to take some time to get
Quickly,
any kind
Outlander, or go
of
away.
skill to a high level. So, but we have a lot of other Telvanni quests we can do. Fleshmate Hole, Major Guild Monopoly, Mission 2 left, yeah, so we'll continue doing those. Even if we can't get the advancement quite yet, they'll still help us and shorten the time we need once we get the skills up.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, I see you're wounded. How sad.
Oh. Yeah, orders. If Mera Milo says I must have a copy of Progress of Truth, then I must have one. So get a copy and bring it back to me. Buy a copy if you can. There are 200 drakes I gave. 200 drakes I gave you for expenses should cover it. I totally forgot about that. Progress of Truth. I totally forgot about that. It's not a problem. She said the rare booksellers sellers of rare books would have it. So we can just go to Vivek and buy it. Yeah, that's not a big problem. Want to keep an eye out on Mark and Recall. They're basically the same. Yeah, the chances are like how much are they going up when we do this? When we get them to about 100%, then we should start to be really happy about things. They are at 79 at the moment. 81, so about 10 more left.
Say what you want or go away.
Is there something you need?
On my way. Oh, these bottles respawn. How lovely indeed. Bakeries of Magica. I'm not sure I've read that. Where's the book? I want to get rid of it. Well, we can sell it. Yeah, this is a very positive development. I was sort of suspecting they do respawn, but the time scale was much shorter than I anticipated. So this means I don't really have to worry about Magica really any again. I have a lot of different ways to get more now.
This is unsettling.
They're totally independent of each other.
Go ahead.
I won't be doing this when we're actually in some area that's dangerous. It's more of a something to pass the time while we're doing the traveling. This isn't it. Yeah, we need to go to the lower place works. That's an alchemist. Porter, yes. Anything worthwhile you can offer me? Oh, I don't need fortify Magicka, I need to restore Magicka. I don't really have stuff to sell to him, so screw that. I would like some, if there's an enchanter somewhere.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
We have a lot of enchanted items, and I'm already selling expensive weaponry to blacksmiths. So they simply can't handle the extra magical item influx. I need an enchanter. Alchemist. Enchanter. Again, it's not something that we can dump our equipment on, but we can do it on the side. Item here, item
This
there.
scent is new.
Welcome, Breton. It is good to see a customer in the store. That annoying fool outside chases them away. Did you not see him as you entered? It is that Marcel Morad. Outside my shop, he stands all day selling ridiculous wares. Get rid of him. I would like to, but the law says he is within his rights. Perhaps you might find a way. I'll try to and make him leave. You think you can? I would like that. Make him go away and I will reward you. Ooh, 1500 gold. Empty soul gems. No, I'm not really interested in what he's selling. But the 1500 gold means I can dump some of this crap. Value of 2, weight of 3. Fortify acrobatics on self. No. Dire Viper Blade. Second barrier belt. Go away. Fortify Marksman. No, that's the most likely I'll actually use at some point. Fortify Axe. Fortify Medium Armor. No. We will not do this, not now. I'll do the little job I have with him. Yes, that's probably a good idea. We'll likely get a discount after that, so... Who's the guy he wants me to get rid of? You.
Can you ask your question quickly?
Hello, my friend. What a glorious time it is. Perhaps I can interest you in one of my fine wares. All magical, all for a low price. Man in my line of work must find a way to make a living. I am an actor, at least I hope to be. I am the poor player who struts and frets for a while on the stage and then has lunch. I'm full of sound and furiousness. Oh, if there were but a good theater troupe in this town, I could give up selling these baubles. Okay. Theater troupe. You should leave this area. Leave here? I could not. It is the finest spot in all Vivek from which to sell my wares. Otherwise, I'd have nothing upon which to support myself. Dear friend, neither a borrower nor an honest tradesman be. That's what my father always told me. A theatre troupe. Ah, but to have a company of players, for only then will I be able to showcase my art. Yes, all the world a stage, but no one wants to pay me to act on it. Have you heard? 7 victims here in Vivek, all with their throats slit. When it was just a few outlanders killed, the ordinators weren't making much fuss. Now that they've had 2 of their own people with slit throats, they seem very concerned at the whole of justice. I've heard that the Office of the Watch is quietly looking around for some special help. Anything that can kill 2 ordinators before they can draw their weapons sounds like it will need special help. A theater troupe. Moving on.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
We'll need to keep asking about the theater troupe though. Cassius Curio is quite a patron of the arts. He commissioned some artists to do a mural for him, and I heard that has written a new play and would like to have it performed. He'll probably be putting together a group soon. Oh, help us all. Well, it's probably no better than Cassius's old plays, which were awful. Dance of the Three-Legged Quar was quite a sight, though. Okay, Cassius Curio. Crassus Curio has a splendid mansion in the plaza atop of the Walu Canton here in Quebec. Okay.
Speak, traveler.
I don't know. Maybe we can do it. So, I'm not too keen on restore magic potions either. We already have quite a few. I'll just pay you.
Yeah.
If you're here for trouble,
Anything interesting? Telvanni bug musk. We might have a need for that. For now, I don't think there's anything of real interest here. Standard restore magical potions. We already have quite a lot of these. Yeah.
let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
I want two. Tell him do I want?
Why do you approach?
Martyr. What's the name of the book I want? I don't recall. But I will. Maybe it will come back to me. What was it? Fudge. I don't recall at all. Shit. Was it about the 6-house cult? Probably not. No. What the fudge was it? It was something about the priests. Yeah, fudge it. Something, something, something. That's not a... Trying to go through these lists with something, something, something in your mind. That's not exactly... We need something specific. Temple. No, what the hell was it? Was it dissident something? Dissident priest. Progress of truth. Progress of truth. There, something like that here. I don't recall seeing that. There it is. Mission accomplished. Where is it? Okay, compiled by the dissident priest. Excerpt concerning the points of temple doctrine challenged by the dissident priest. 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dharma ancestors, including among others the good Daedra, the prophet Belat, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth Earth's power and the tribunal's power might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain. Sources in the Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly dreamer sorcerer Kagrenak to create the false construct Numidium. 2. The purity of the tribunal. Dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hieroglypha and the priestly writings, and a hidden face, represented by the apocrypha, the hidden writings. Public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions for the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the Battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there is good evidence that the tribunal have been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Degath-Ur at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the Tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Degath-Ur, and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the Tribunal's magical powers. 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place the Tribunal at Red Mountain, and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than that Nervar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nervar left Degath-Ur guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain, while Nervar went to confer with the Grand Council, the Tribunal. The Nervar died at the conference, not of his wounds according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the Tribunal confronted a defiant Degath-Ur within Red Mountain, then drove Degath-Ur beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. 4. Veneration of the Daedra, Saints and Ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the Tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the Tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship as practiced by the Ashlanders and by Saint Velad. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. 5. Denial of the prophecies of the Incarnate and the persecution of the Nervarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nervarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nervarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cults, in particular the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the Incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nervarine prophecies are genuine, and have made a systematic study of prophecy recorded in temple archives. 6. Authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics, and no longer act in the best interest of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe the Archcanon and Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the Tribunal. 7. The Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissent priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. 8. Fundamentals of temple doctrine: charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection of for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in the higher ranks are interested more in the love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, weak, and the ignorant. So, pretty much what would probably happen for any organization that holds a lot of influence and power over a long period of time. And nothing really surprising. People get complacent easily. And it's hard to strictly enforce rules on a group of people that you consider your own or your allies.
Speak, traveler. If you're here for trouble, you'll get more than you
it's
bought.
trouble. You could consider that as a situation, for example, with the police and internal investigations within the police. It's without that, any kind of police force would probably sooner or later become extremely corrupt, and diverge heavily from what they're intended to be. But still, internal investigations are in, at least in a lot of fiction, I can't be 100% sure on that reality. I haven't studied that, but they're hated or distrusted, and sort of because they have to keep order on their own people. But I just don't. I don't get that. Someone has to, otherwise the system will. It's just a matter of time before it turns to shit. Even with that, it's you have pockets of basically corrupt policemen who stop enforcing the law and start enforcing their own sense of justice, or start basically trying to be just self-interest, drive their own self-interest. It's just, you have to have something to keep things in control. But everyone hates the guys who have to keep the things in control. I don't really get that. I've never gotten that. I always thought that are people really that retarded? Or are they know? I can't believe that the mass of people are that goddamn stupid that they don't realize the absolute necessity of having these god control. Or that's exactly why they hate them. Because they don't really believe in what the organization should be doing, and they want to sort of let's put it in a positive light. They want to, instead of having to follow a law as policemen, you feel that you could do more good if you could just, you know, do the right thing instead of always following the law, because it'll probably lead to you letting people you generally think are evil to get away. So you see them an obstacle to good. You could do more good if people would just be allowed to bend the rules to do the right thing. But that's sort of the entire point of the rules in the first place. So people don't go off doing their own thing, because it never leads to... It never leads just to good things. It's the reason why you don't want to have security agencies with all kinds of wild powers. It's not just because it's because you can't really guarantee that even if they're the best possible people and they're responsible with the power, they only do the correct things, never abuse their power. What about the next guy coming in there? What about the guy who only got his position because he wanted to get to the highest ranking position in his organization, who wanted power, who wanted influence, who wanted a higher paying job? Sooner or later you'll get people in those powerful positions who have massively powerful tools and don't have the moral backbone, let's put it that way, to use it as it was intended. So what about them? If there is not that kind of a heavy checking being done on that, you're
Say
fucked.
what you want or go away.
By the time you realize that there's a problem, you're probably not in a position to do a lot about that problem. Yeah, and these guys don't buy enchanted items. Not good. Especially the danger is that if they're not following the rules, name club. Basically, things will be decided out of public knowledge, out of the any influence of our overall control system. So you won't have too much power. You can start influencing things you shouldn't be able to influence. Have the ability to wiretap everyone, and you're going to gather up a lot of powerful information, whether you intend to or not. Maybe the first 50 guys who have handle on that information will use it perfectly and cause no problems, but about the 51. About if someone who was never supposed to get access to that information gets access to the information. Was it really necessary to collect in the first place? Is there going to be a temptation to use it? I mean, if
Say
you
what
know
you want or go away.
that kind of power, you have that kind of information, you can influence who gets into what kind of political positions. Maybe positions you wanted to influence in the first place, or
There's someone watching me.
when you
I
detect
can
that
tell.
you determine that some kind of a person
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
is in a position to cause your organization a little bit of harm, get a little bit of funding decrease, get a little bit of your ability to eavesdrop on people with a more tightly controlled and limited.
We're watching you.
Are you going to
3 gods, 1 true faith.
Are you going to stand there doing nothing, or are you going to tip a little thing there, tip a little thing somewhere else, and soon you'll be in a perfect position to have the guy who shares your views
Whatever you're
in that
looking for,
deciding
I'm
position.
sure I don't know how to find it.
The temptations to use that power are
What was that?
sooner or later it'll cause problems. I don't really I don't think the biggest worry in general is that some kind of a massive conspiracy is going to be taking advantage of people and using them to their own evil devices.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
But sooner or later, people who want to influence things, they don't. It's pretty obvious to them that if you can get into such a position, you have tremendous influence. So sooner or later, the role and type of people will gravitate there. It doesn't have to be some kind of a guy bent on world domination. It can be just a guy who shouldn't be handling sort of that kind of influence or information in the first place. A guy who's a bit too curious for his own good. Guy who maybe a vindictive spouse or something like that. When the tools are right at your fingertips, you probably
You talk too much, Outlander.
the people who can resist all wrongdoing are probably quite few and far between. Because it's harmless after all.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Maybe you have a question about someone
Do you want
you
something?
have dealings with and you don't know if you can trust. Maybe you suspect him of lying. Maybe it's
Let's
has a
get this over with quickly.
huge influence on your future life. Maybe a single word or two, his name typed in a computer, press the enter key and you will get your answer. Simple thing, harmless after all. He'll never know. And you'll know. It's so easy once the information is there collected. It'll lead to trouble. Theater troupe. Ah, company of players, yes. I would love to be able to form a company to put on my new play. But there are so few in the area that are willing to act, even for a good price. Of course I need an actor with wit, grace, charm, and a firm... Oh, never mind. You wouldn't be a bad choice, Muffin, but you seem to have other matters to attend to. If you see someone else who fits the bill, send them to Uncle Gracious. It's almost completed. I call it The Lusty Argonian Maid. It's a rather bodied tale, but I think it will play well with the people. Be sweet to Uncle Gracious, and there's something in it for you, sweet cakes. Here, take a look at some of the work so far. I think it's scrumptious. Excellent. Do we get the Lusty Argonian Maid? Lifts her tail. Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers. Grantius Colto. Is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not, you are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it is huge! It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 4, Scene 3. What a wonderful, wonderful play.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
I guess we'll go and inform the actor
What, Outlander?
so we
Why
can
do you
sell our
disturb
crap.
me?
Again, sidetracking. God damn it, it's so easy in this game. I guess the abuse of power thing might be... It's very hard for some people to get a grip on that because it's almost always spoken with security related issues, and if you don't have security, you don't have a basis for much. So people are much more willing to overlook on things there, but maybe in some kind of other setting it would be more obvious, I guess. Maybe thinking about something like instead of thinking like some kind of intelligence agent, natural security agent, something like that. Think about your regular government official at any kind of official capacity, handling your license, driver's license, for example. Surely you expect him to follow the rules he's been given. They're given for a reason instead of sort of deciding who can get them or not. on his own. It has problems, but the entire group point of having that is to make sure that everyone gets treated equally and fairly. And everyone probably wants that, but in a situation like that it's more easy to understand, because it's not their business, they're just here to do the job and not make that kind of choices. Okay, you found a troop forming, then I must go to see the noble patron. Thank you, my friend, you will not be forgotten. Yes, yes, the place, the thing, wherein I'll catch the purse strings of that guy.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
That should do it. Knowing fool. Yeah, you've done it. I admire your persuasiveness, friend. Thank you for your help. Allow me to give you this as a token of my appreciation. Iron shard skewer. I will get rid of that immediately. What is it? It's a spear. Weighs a lot. Crappy enchantment. No use. Common Soldim, I'll take that. I'll sell another belt here. 45 medium armor. Max seller gold. We have about 8,000 Magicka now. Magicka, goddamn gold. Yep. We have the book, so... Chaos Casades. I was supposed to do Telvanni things, but... missed one book and... sidetrack. Mark recall. Yeah, we're at 90% now. So this is very, very helpful. You could do this quite easily with almost anything. Not sure what would be the best way to summon something. I guess for a single second, so it would appear and immediately disappear. Any sort of piece of crap will do. I would do things a bit differently. Well, I would probably get rid of the goddamn skilling system, but if you would want to insist on using this type of system, you could have limitations on this type of grinding, but more importantly, just balance the system according to that it flows well when people just play the game. Don't give up. Ignore the grinders. You can grind yourself to perfect skill no matter what kind of limitations you put in, and more importantly, it'll just hurt normal players more. The people who maximize their character growth will maximize their character growth. Let them. It's a single player game. Who gives a shit? Keep the experience for the normal player as enjoyable as possible. Frost salts. Nope. Yes. We'll need to produce something. I don't want to lose money to these, at least not severe amounts. So any kind of crap we can produce. Bone meal, we still have a lot of it. Not that much though. Chokeweed. Restore fatigue, cure common disease. Ritual Common Disease. Enriching Grave Dust. Restore Fatigue. Don't have a lot of items. I mean, we don't have a lot of anything really. Train lock. Harsher. You can get all my drain lock. Did we create anything else of cure common disease? Yeah, we got our money back and some more, and more than that.
Do you need something?
I think I'll raise mysticism to 40 before resting. This is a great opportunity to get a lot of willpower, so we'll probably pick willpower every time we level up now. This is a once in a game type of skill raising we're doing now, so might as well take the full benefit of that. Hopefully by the time... Oh crap. Nasty thought came into my mind. What if it requires more than one skill to be very high? We don't have another skill we can raise like this without getting level ups. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'd also like a bit more detailed
I'd be happy to
notice of what
My
the
pleasure,
requirements
really.
actually are. I haven't seen any number values so far, so I'm just guessing what they are. This is the safest route, because mysticism we can raise it to 100 without say any problem, so... But I still think we need probably a secondary skill a little bit higher. Maybe a few skills at 50 or something like that, so it's not, we just don't have a single spike and everything else is crap. Orders. I have your report and I'll make copies of your note from Hulea and the progress of truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go do some jobs for the guilds and other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or get some training, then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders. I'll take the new orders, although I don't think I'll do them now. I'm not ready for you yet, I told you. Go out and brush up your skills, or do some...
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
We need an Ashlander informant. I have heard a fellow in Alru named Hasor Zain Subani, an Ashlander who left the ways to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zain Subani likes and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nervarine cult, and report back to me. We could easily do that. That's just a major skill teleportation away. But most of the map is basically unexplored at this point. Haven't visited Solstein, so basically most of the game is still totally unexplored. So screw that. We're gonna be going after what? House Telvanni, mission to Fled. It's a skilled monopoly. Where is the house? Doran. Yeah, but where do I need to go? I must get at least 3 meters of monopoly. Alteru. It's the same city. Sure. We can do KS's mission and guild the monopoly breaking. That seems like a good deal.
Speak, traveler. You talk too much out there.
One more level. No, I'll use the major skill.
Is there something you need?
No thanks.
Do you want something? Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, we have a good chance of succeeding with the spellcasting even at 0 fatigue, so this is good. Very, very good. Someone in particular.
Go. Do you need something?
Where's the trader, Zainab? Council Club, Club in... Sword. Wealthy trader, so where the hell is he? Rat in the pot. He's a trader. He's not a shopkeeper, he's a trader. I'm not sure if the game makes the distinction. Manor District. That sounds Hanarai Asut Vanipal. Sounds like a Ashlander name. It is the hour of awakening. The Kether awakes and comes forth in his glory, and his people shall rejoice, and his enemy shall scatter like dust. Good to know. Oh, you want to challenge me? Okay. I soul trapped, bastard. Never had a people soul. Yeah, it won't work on people, I guess. What a shame, what a shame. Righteousness will suck the life right out of me.
Now you die!
I doubt that. You don't have the... You don't have the strength in your weapon.
This is the end of you, Swit!
Ash statue. Well, this is a potential house for us now, isn't it? I don't really feel like living in this person's house though. Want my own. Everything goes. Anything else I can loot from this horrible, horrible place? Ooh, there's a bed. Silver Staff War. You don't want to claw my eggs. Ooh. Ooh, trapped and locked. This is interesting. We should have the ring of... Okay. So we just happened to pick up the wrong place to come here. Ooh, large rat corpus meat. Drain health, drain fatigue, drain magicka. It's a great poison right there. Nothing of real interest. Moving on. I'll wait for the level up. Yeah, that's exactly what we waited. A little bit of rest won't hurt us. You dreamed that a tall figure with a golden mask spoke to you, but you understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant. When he reached to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell on you. When you woke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. You woke today with a new sense of purpose. You're no longer afraid of failure. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. What a bunch of horseshit. Okay, willpower 5, intelligence 4. Ooh, very nice, very nice. It's a good chance to increase our luck. It's always gonna be 1, so... And we're well on our way for the next level.